Happy almost World Press Freedom Day, first and foremost. And happy double digits to FemTalk 89 FM, turning 10 on May 5th. But we're pretty much celebrating the whole month long. So, as a birthday gift to you, sweetest, dearest FemTalk, let me look at how well-formed you actually are to the 3 interrelated themes of World Press Freedom Day 2014. 1. Media's importance in development. How key is this with 2015 and Sustainable Development Goal conversations happening? It's quite significant if you think about it. Let me break down how FemTalk 89 FM at least relates to this a little bit, especially if you're new here. FemTalk 89 FM is kind of the start after the initial conversation with women in their communities. Now, where do those conversations go? They go on the radio, but then they end up going into the community radio times and the e-magazine and the 1325 report and a whole bunch of other stuff. Some of the stories even end up here on FemVids. There's also our Facebook page, and then the Twitter, and then the other stuff. It just goes everywhere. But more importantly, it ends up in these places because decision makers are being directed to it or being given these documents. And women are also being directed to these things and given these documents because they can see that they should have a voice, especially in those decision-making spaces that decide on the development of their communities, the communities they care so much about. Now, 2 is the safety of journalists and the law. There's this second thing. And I guess our producers and broadcasters and the women that we speak to have always been protected. There isn't much to say about this one thing, except that we have been on air for 10 years. Before that, we have had documentaries. And this has been throughout a time with the media decree and the public emergency regulations, and we've been doing fine. So when it comes to the law and the safety of the journalists, it needs to be a two-way thing. And lastly, there's the sustainability and integrity of journalism. We live in a changing media landscape, and that's almost a good thing, but the thing is, when you acknowledge the changing of the landscape, it's time to look at how you can diversify that media landscape, because everyone deserves to be educated and access different forms of media. All that aside, you need to allow for a diverse and free media, but as the media itself, you must also be acknowledging the need to be sustainable. And while to some extent that might be looking at your economic roots, it's also looking at the community in which you serve and your role for that community. Community media, we will always be responsive to our community. So if you stop being responsive to your community, you're not relevant and you're not going to be sustainable because no one will see your relevance and no one will support you. So you morph and fit, and sometimes it's really about evolution, or the other thing, metamorphosis, where you're like a caterpillar, you turn into a butterfly, all that great stuff. So happy birthday, FemTalk 89 FM, and I hope everyone has a great World Press Freedom Day. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of footage of us celebrating our birthday. Yeah. Cake time.
So, oh look, there's stuff. What's in the box? Is it? Oh my gosh, cake. Yes, cake. Yes, give me cake. There's cake. Can I have the cake? No. Oh, we have to because it's birthday. Yeah, it's birthday. Still, okay, speeches. As Nourisha, she was the first volunteer. Oh, look, some of the older womentors. We call them womentors because they're lady mentors. As other people here, as the cameraman doesn't want to be on camera, and the other people here that just chilling. Oh, there's Vina. Look, she was hiding. Is it almost time for cake? Is it? Yes. Okay. All right. So we've got everybody, I think, and we're about to cut some cake. Yay! Cut the cake quickly before it sets the office on fire. Yay! Haha, I'm so funny. Okay. Yay! Someone's got a boyfriend. Happy birthday, FemTalk 89 FM.